Colin!
Oh, hey.
Hi, I'm here to ask some questions to the cast and crew of Tartuffe.
Yeah, okay.
All right, well, let's get started then.
All right.
So why don't you tell us what role you're playing?
My role is Dami, so I am the son of Orgon, who is the father of the household.
Fun. So can you tell us a bit about some of your other roles and shows and outside of Westfield?
Yes, so in The Wizard of Oz, I was the guard of the Emerald City, and then I have done a few other shows outside of Westfield. I have been Lumiere in Beauty and the Beast, Simba and Lion King, and then I actually have an upcoming show. I got Jack Kelly in Newsies.
That is so cool. You are the youngest member of the main cast, so what is something you've learned from the upperclassmen?
I've learned about the community here at Westfield. I've learned to rely on other people and be able to support others and just to be a part of a big family here. Because, I mean, the theater we're just a big family here, so yeah.
That's super fun. We actually have one of our upperclassmen over here. Would you mind introducing us to her?
Absolutely, yeah. So this is Celia, and she is our student director.
How's it going, guys?
Hi. So, Celia, why don't you tell us what it's like to be a student director?
Of course. So this is my first time being student director, which is pretty crazy as a senior. The biggest duties I've had so far is to take notes when we need to take notes for rehearsals. I make props when we need props. I'm there for the actors and the directors when we need to get things done. I'm just overall just the hand that people need.
So what has been your favorite artistic choice in the show?
To be perfectly honest, I am in love with the set that our crew has built. It is exactly what our directors had wanted and had envisioned, especially with the spiral staircases.
That is so cool. It's really beautiful.
Yeah.
Has working with your peers in this position been difficult, and what has made you want to pursue this position?
Yeah, so it's been a little tricky because I wasn't sure if I was going to get the respect or they would listen to me as much as they would an actual director. But they've been really helpful and they've listened to me really, really well, mostly. And that has been very helpful for me. Yeah.
So I think there are actually some of our actors out
Oh
in
my
this
gosh.
hallway.
Yeah.
Would you mind introducing us to
Hey
them?
guys. This is Cole. He is playing Valère. And this is Elena, who is playing Doreen. I'll hand it off to them.
Hey guys. So for those who don't know, you guys played Dorothy and the Lion in this year's Wizard of Oz. What keeps drawing you back to every production?
I just think it's a very niche environment. People don't just do musical theater just because they don't know what else to do. And so everyone here is just very, very driven and passionate about what they're doing. And we're just here to have a great time and get better.
Yeah, it's a love for me. Theater's a love, so it's like a whole community of people that just love what they're doing.
What has been your favorite show memory so far?
Oh gosh, okay, I gotta be basic. I have to say, walking through the aisles during The Wizard of Oz and just getting to see people, little kids just glowing with joy. And I remember what that was like for me, and it was really exciting to get to be that for someone.
Almost the same. It's just the energy of the audience on the opening night. For Wizard of Oz, it was insane, and their whole energy, the very first time that they really clapped and I was on stage, it was so much. Yeah.
So can you guys tell us a bit about what it's like to put on a play in iambic pentameter?
Oh gosh. Well, I kind of struggled with it at first for sure, and it took a lot of practice. It was the vocabulary actually that was the hardest for me, but we got it eventually with lots of practice.
Yeah, practice makes perfect. It's just been repetition and running through everything. Yeah.
So I really am digging these costumes.
Thank
Can you
you.
tell us a bit about what your costume is?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a maid in the show, so I got my apron, I got my duster, and my bonnet.
And then I'm just your average run-of-the-mill man, so I've got kind of my cufflets, my suit set up here, and yeah, that's pretty much it for costumes.
So who happens to be the lead of this show? Or one of the leads?
Oh,
I
that's hard to
honestly
say.
don't know for sure.
Sorry, we're a little directionally challenged. I would say probably Isaac, right? Tartuffe?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, my gosh.
Oh my
no
gosh.
way, man. What's up?
What's up?
God.
How we
I think you
doing?
might take over now.
Crazy seeing you here.
Hi guys. Hi guys. Oh my goodness. Wow.
See ya.
Hey.
Hi, Isaac. So you're the title lead of the show.
I
Can you
am.
tell us a bit about your character and the show itself?
Sure. Okay. So the show Tartuffe, first written and published in 1664. If that gives you an idea about the Shakespearean-esque kind of feel with the crazy outfits and the rhyming and pentameter parts of the speech. And the show is basically this man, Tartuffe, who I get the pleasure to be, and he is this devious, swindling, mischievous man who's trying to get as much as he can from this family that he has stumbled into, and it's very interesting trying to portray this devious, crazy kind of thing with these rhyming, poetic words.
So what has been your favorite part about playing your character, and do you have a favorite character in the show?
So my favorite part about playing my character is just how overly dramatic and excessive that I get to be. It's really interesting. My favorite character in the whole show, it's probably either between Doreen or Cléant, because they kind of fit a similar role of seeing the truth and calling it out, but being super sassy. And I just think they're really funny characters, and it's a great show.
So obviously the crew gets to really bring it to life with their sets and everything they get to put in artistically in the show outside of what the actors get to do. So can you introduce us to someone who might get to be part of that artistic
Sure
aspect?
thing. Here you are, my
Oh,
friend.
thank you,
Oh,
thank
yes.
you, thank you.
Hi, Addie.
Hello.
So we know that you work really, really hard on tech. So would you mind telling us a bit about what you get to do here and maybe about the set even?
I'm the stage manager for our Tartuffe, and this is like my second time doing something like this. And so really what we're doing right now, this is kind of like the back area of the set, but what we're doing right now is everything's pretty much done being constructed. We're just working on painting everything and making everything look really good so the audience will really be immersed in the show. Right now we have a couple of people out here working on the floor, so we're actually painting the stage floor to kind of have a marble effect, so that it looks like really fancy and classy. So it works well with like the costumes and like really the mood we're going for with the show. And so if you you can see we have a lot of like ornate designs we're trying to put on the set, and just to make it look really elegant and classy. Because as you can see by some of the costumes I'm sure you've seen, it's a very like fancy show. That's kind of what we're going for.
So you just mentioned costumes, and it happens that we actually have one of our actors over here who gets to be in costume. Would you introduce us to her?
Yeah, this is Grace.
Hey, Grace. So, Grace, you have a very interesting role in the show as your
Yes.
character is completely silent. Can you tell us a bit more about that?
So basically, my character is Filippo, who is the servant of Madame Purnell, who is played by Lauren Fry, who's a senior. And basically, I just attend to her every move. I do whatever she asks and try and bring in a little comedic aspect and the whole show is a comedy, but it's really like I try my best to bring in some comedy to it.
That's so fun. This also happens to be your senior year, so how have you felt about it being your last show?
Yes, so I've done theater since I was 12 years old, multiple shows, and I am very sad that this is my last show, but I'm very thankful that this show was my last because I've had a very fun experience with this show, and the cast is super duper close, and it was a really fun time doing this show.
That's so sweet. What's something you would tell freshman Grace?
Probably, as Nike always said, just do it. I would say try out for literally every single thing, whether it's sports, theater, joining a club, anything you think you want to do at the beginning of high school or any year, just do it because you will regret it if you don't do it. Just get involved and do it, and you can meet a really fun family, find your best friends, and it's a lot of fun.
That's so great. We really appreciate that all the actors get to be part of such an amazing production, but we really get a lot from our directors as well. So would you introduce us to one of them?
This is Mr. Shear.
Hey guys.
Hey, Mr. Shear. So we actually got to speak to you for our last 73 questions.
Yeah.
So how about you tell us a bit about your learning experience as a director since then?
Gosh, the learning experience has been immense. Just never have really done a directing or anything like that before, so it's just been a really cool experience getting to know students in a different way other than just being a counselor, but then watching them grow as individuals, as actors. And it's a lot different than a musical because you don't have music playing and doing all of that fun stuff.
Absolutely. So what made the directorial staff choose Tartuffe?
I think it's just because it's something different. It's something that we've never done before. I like to describe the show as Shakespeare meets telenovela. So like a soap opera, over-the-top acting, comedy, but at the same time it's a challenge. A lot of these students and stuff have never done a show that's told in verse like this before.
So why should people come see Tartuffe?
Just the amount of effort that the students are putting in, I think that it's going to be an amazing show. It really is. And I just think it's funny. It really is funny. They're over the top. They're having a blast, and I think everybody's going to have a good time.
We really appreciate you giving us your time, and we really can't wait to come see the show. Thank you so much.
Thank you.